Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Count Christo and this is the Best of Both Worlds campaign. The Western Front remains stable. The naval invasion wall has not yet been really tested. Down here in... how many of them are there? And they should have no orc, right? It's just one guy. Okay. Drive them back. No problem. Reassign these guys up to their base in Casablanca. Convoy raiding in this area continues apace, although they are... deploying planes against us occasionally, but still managing to take out some of their convoys in the north. The Soviet line is buckling. It's buckling to the extreme, and we're going to punish them for it rather viciously. We're going to capitulate the Soviets in this episode. It's a prediction, not a promise, but I suspect it's going to turn out to be correct. Marvelous. Okay, you guys just rush in here. Let's get these two encircled. You guys come cover their backs. Good. Okay, further north, we got a pocket here, which is just closing. These guys aren't moving to the front because the supply is so bad. Meanwhile, up here, the Soviets are not responding much to the fact that they're getting destroyed. Always good. Oh, hello. That's not quite what I expected the tank front line to do. Oh well. Easily fixed. Good. There is a victory point up here. A relatively large one. So we will need to push up there. I don't know. Maybe you guys are all extremely keen we capitulate them as soon as possible. I'm going to miss the Eastern Front. We had some good times. Holding, the push, the initial breakthrough, the total withdrawal of the Soviet forces as they desperately tried to find a new defensive line. It's been a good time. It's been a good time. Alright, pocketed them there. Glorious. You guys drive them back. Wipe them out. Marvelous. Here, obviously, looks like a very easy pocket potential. So I think that's what we'll do with the tanks next, once we finish off annihilating them here. Fantastic. In the north. Good, driving up there. We'll wait for these guys to actually get the pocket done, and then we'll finish them off with the infantry, I think. Tanks! One of you just go grab the city. I really don't want to have my tanks up here in the north any longer than necessary. It's, you know, winter is beginning. So, well, not really, not for another month or so, but we're approaching winter. So it's going to start getting very cold. Nice. Wipe them out. Done. Okay. And just finish these guys off. Fabulous. Start that attack. Not going to win it straight off. Send some tanks down to assist. Got some tanks right here, in fact. Exquisite. Bad supply in many places. You guys must have been trained up by now. Excuse me. Thank you. Yep, that's plenty trained. Who was short infantry? Well, this army is going to be at a loose end in just a second. Alright, and it's about to be the Allies' worst nightmare because the Soviets are no longer... sorry, the glorious Germans are no longer going to be fighting a war on two fronts. We're going to be armed and ready to focus on the Allies. Excuse me, I thought that was... ah, right, yeah, fair enough. This is the army I want to add them to. Leave one there. Leave those two there, but the rest come up here. Really don't want that... oh, you've got one too many still. Yeah, one of those guys come up here, because that's a dangerous position just because it's further from our tanks, it's further from our reserve lines here. Okay. Really? You're struggling to finish them off? I was going to say, just because we're attacking from across the river. Fair enough. Three directions, not across the river. Then we'll see the true might of the local forces. Alright, tanks. There we go. We'll go like this and annihilate them. March northwest with reckless abandon. And we have sufficient infantry on the other side that we could actually support attack with them. Drive east a little bit just to speed things along. In the north, suffering some attrition. We should really let them let the infantry stabilize the front, clean up this area, give us more control of edge provinces. And there goes the pocket on the Finnish front. Good. And the city itself, well defended. By how many? Just 2. Okay, but obviously low supply region up here is going to give us problems. So tanks, let's concentrate forces in the north, encircle the city. You are currently moving away, so we probably won't be able to get a pocket on you. Cross that river. It's going to take a little while, but that's okay. Magnificent. Down here. Yep. Push continuing apace. Tanks. Plug in gaps. The subject may soon raise autonomy. Is it Bulgaria by any chance? No, it's Hungary, because we're importing so much freaking, whatchamacallit, aluminium from them. So fair enough. Well, Hungary, how do you feel about some massive anti-air defenses and an air base? That'll make... Excuse me, I can't do this? It's pretty damaged, not at max level. We're running out of things we can build in them. We're going to have to start building, like, forts if we want to keep doing it this way. We could also send them some old infantry equipment. We do have... not that much, honestly. Which is the Carabiner 98? The Carabiner? It looks like Carabiner, but... There is another word called carabiner, which is not spelled like that, but at least I think it's spelled like that. Alright, you guys keep crossing. Don't give them a chance to entrench on the far side of the river. Fantastic, these ones are all moving north. Good. Okay, you guys, try not to be silly. There we go. Halt, reassign. Good. Here looks like an easy pocket. Let's take those guys out. No. No retaking your land. It's unacceptable behavior. Whoops, not what I meant to do. Stop that. There we go, that should do it. And here as well. Yeah, easy pocket. Good. Tanks keep on rolling in. Nothing can stop us. Glorious. Up in the north. We did manage to push there. Small defense behind the line, I'm assuming. Not too insignificant. 1,000 defense. They've got plus 73.9% from country, which is crazy good. They're, of course, getting their Great Patriotic War decision modifier helping them out in terms of defense bonuses at the moment. But it will not be enough. It most certainly will not be enough. There we go. Okay. Got them there. Good. And once we finish this one, I think I will engage the battle plan. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe I should just do more kind of localized micro-pocketing. It's so much more efficient. We would lose a fair number of men if I just activated the battle plan. Just because people would be going into bad supply, some of my guys might get themselves pocketed, people would be taking fights that we really shouldn't. There's lots of reasons to resist turning on the battle plan. And, you know, this war against the Soviets obviously is going magnificently, but the Allies, they are a non-insignificant threat, I think is how I would put it. They will be still a challenge, even though we're going to be able to... We will now beat the Allies. Like, I feel that is... It's not beyond doubt, because crossing the Atlantic is going to be a hell of a task, but... and we're about to cause a colossal amount of world tension by annexing a huge section of the Soviets. Which might mean lots of people who have previously been neutral hate us enough to join the Allies. So we might see Brazilian forces coming against us, for example. They do have neutral foreign policy, but I feel like I've seen neutral foreign policy people join if you cause just enough world tension. But I could be wrong. Just cruising in here. Glorious. You guys probably shouldn't strat redeploy away from this front. If I was... Yeah, I was going to say if I was in charge, I wouldn't do that. Hang on a minute. I am in charge. That's right. So don't do that. Those guys flickering in and out of vision. Crazy Soviet camouflage tactics being employed here. Cross that river. Good. And got them. In the south, those guys got eliminated. Magnificent. Just keep on rolling through. Glorious. So, I mean, you know, time to start talking about the peace deal, considering it's pretty imminent right now. We are at 89% of the way. And, of course, once my resolve breaks and I activate a battle plan, because eventually it's likely to happen, we'll have them done pretty quickly. What are we going to take? We're not going to take the whole Soviet Union. We will create puppets. Well, a puppet. I think, I mean, east of the Urals seems like a good place to puppet to me. They won't be a Reichskommissariat, unfortunately, which means they can gain independence points. They will be able to, you know, if we import from them too much, they will become independent. But I think we'll probably go for borders. We could also release puppets in the Baltic states, which could be fun, but wouldn't really work for borders because we'd have, you know, 3 puppets here, and then we'd own a bunch of land, and then there'd be the German area, sorry, the Russian area. So I think we'll probably... Can you selectively return cores? I don't think you can you? So what I'll probably do is we'll take up to the Urals in like a temporary military administration. And then once the world situation calms down, by which I mean once we've won the war, I will cheat in order to hand out land as I would like it. So we can create some nice borders at the end, including probably releasing the Baltic states as client states of Germany and all that kind of good stuff. There we go. Good, just start really pushing them now. Ace pilot promoted, always good. Are we fighting them properly somewhere? Where are we getting ace pilots? Ah, here is where we're currently fighting them. No, we don't have anyone there. He was probably over a sea zone, is my guess. Did those guys make it home? They did. Good. Repairs on the Kriegsmarine ongoing. Are these ports damaged? They are a bit damaged. We could do with maybe some anti-air here to defend the ports. Got enough factories to do all of that and all of the currently queued up synthetic refineries. You might be saying you don't need synthetic refineries anymore. I'm not sure. Our oil demand is only going to go up, especially once France capitulates and gives us all their dockyards. Our oil demand is... It's still got room to grow, shall we say. So I'd like to facilitate that potential growth. With more synths. Okay. Get them. Glorious. Keep on coming here. And just keep going east. Alright. Look at this. They've got about 70 divisions. My goodness me. Okay. Actually, we should probably just get them. Halt, if you would be so good. Oh, we're paused. Fair enough. Get them there. Then we can take out these 2. Might as well move some men into the between area. Good. Losing a defense here. Right, but they're all going to die anyway, so that won't matter. Good. Okay. Oh, hello. It's quite a serious naval invasion. But because we have men there, we have time to actually move some people in to resist it. Send these guys up as well, just to ensure our victory. And while they're landing, we can keep hitting them with our bombers, which is fantastic. We just got a new supply shortage notification, possibly up here in the north. Yeah, let's remove the tanks from the northern front. We'll send them, I don't know, down here to just romp across this desert instead. And then maybe for the tanks, we could afford to activate the battle plan. We'll see. We shall see. Alright, you guys pocketed and eliminated. On all sides. Fantastic. Don't you retreat. By attacking, even if we do beat him before we arrive, we reset his movement progress to the next one, because you cannot, if you switch... God, the Romanians are losing all their fleet to these couple of Soviet ships in the region. How many left? None! We actually finished off the Soviet Black Sea fleet. Nice. With nowhere to repair. I mean, it was hardly a fair fight, but still, that's good. That's very good. You guys, get the heck out of Dodge. Lovely. Pocket here. Nearly done. I think we're back into Speed 3 territory. We're no longer issuing so many orders that we need to slow it down. You guys, just a little bit extra there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. No, okay. Resist. Resist the urge. There is no reason to create a battle plan, but laziness. How are we doing? 92%. 92%. Alright, fucking established. Wipe out the people in it. Nice. You guys go east and east and crush them. Fantastic. Sorry about the siren. As ever, there's not much I can do. I think I'll mute as a loud one. I don't know why they always seem to get louder and louder until they get like almost next to my house. And then they stop the siren. It's strange. I guess there's a roundabout quite near me. My guess is they have the siren on while they're going around the roundabouts. People know they're coming. Yeah, that would make sense. Anyway. Alright, goes east, north, good. Don't let them reinforce. Get them. Fabulous. We could kind of just do with make your mind up. Alright, we could probably just do with here. These guys are trying to withdraw. Pinning attacks. If you wouldn't mind. Good. Got them in the north? Yep. Okay. So where are the big victory points? This Kazan is 1. Kubyshev? Kubyshev? I don't know. That's not a small victory point. Can shorten here. Pocket here rather than attacking them. Good, got him. Pin him. Pin it. Pocket it, I don't know. It kind of works. Alright, let's go north. Good. And pocket established here. Wipe them out. Fabulous. And that pinning attack did successfully keep those Soviet tanks stuck in the pocket. Which means now they will get overrun. Phenomenal. Landing craft has finished. Excellent. We could do some more research here. Get the highest tier of carriers. We'll probably need them for combat against the Americans, rather. Which has the best anti-air? I mean, this, yeah, the light cruisers probably, in terms of anti-air per production cost, because they're, oh, excuse me, because if we just get them all open, the small ones, production cost on these is what? No, it's not quite double. It's only like 30% higher-ish, and they only have 1 more extra point of anti-air. What about you? 5 anti-air, so less than a third for... No, less than a third of production cost. Maybe you should just build lots of destroyers if you want the max anti-air. Well, we could also get some naval doctrine, which I know we've been extremely lax on. Just power all the way down, get some really heavily organized carriers. You could also get some overcrowding bonuses. But it takes so long. I think I might rather invent these. And I don't think I'm not going to invent these two and then these two in order to build smaller ships. So yeah, I think I'll invent that. Can't wait for man the guns. The new tech tree got accidentally shown off in a dev diary, and it's not a dev diary, in a stand stream. And it looks freaking awesome. Oh, I can't wait. Alright, you guys come down here. Go up here. Cool. Because what we'd be doing if we were in Man the Guns is we'd be specifically inventing loads of anti-air modules, and then we'd be retrofitting all our ships with extra anti-air, and oh god, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be marvelous. Resistance occupation. Tempted to not deal with it, considering how close we are to capitulating them. But I think I still will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. And 2 there. And 3 here. Good. And up here. I just don't want them to break any factories or any infrastructure that I then have to spend time repairing. Because it'll be a waste. Our civilian factories have better things to do. Like building more dockyards now that we have more oil in order to support more dockyards. Good, going up there. Resource problems, still just the Portuguese tungsten problem, but sorted when you redo it, but obviously the efficiency of it will get cut down very shortly. You were actually over-importing from. We shouldn't do that considering we're having... shouldn't over-import from anyone. Is our steel self-sufficient? Not quite. Let's import from Italy. Yeah, and obviously as that route efficiency drops, we're not going to be able to import from them. Cool. And what? Route efficiency from Italy? Oh, right, yeah, because Italy is a capital to an awkward place. All right, we'll import from Romania instead. sorted. But we don't want to over-import because it's just giving them free autonomy for no reason. Support, make that easier. That's one of the tips I would give. If you're losing, sorry, even if you're winning a battle, try and win it overwhelmingly whenever possible, because you take far less casualties and you lose far less equipment. What are you doing? Oh my goodness, these front lines are not quite, not quite how I would like them to be. Why are they all so? Oh my god! Yeah, okay, right. Because we expanded so rapidly in the south, their front line has got massively extended, while the ones to the north haven't as much. Fair enough. These guys move down like so. Magnificent. Alright, there we go. Good. Okay, there's basically no one on the front. There's almost no one anywhere now. So it's time. You are overstacked, and you are understacked by 1. Well, that's easily solved. Excuse me? Is that? Ah, right, yes, because you guys are sent further south. There we go. Good. All right, have at them. The only reason to do it is because you're lazy? Right now I'm a bit lazy. Let's get this done. Charge. Charge with reckless abandon. I mean, I'll still manually control some localized pockets if we can. Tanks. New plan. All along this section of the front. This one. The plan is capitulate the Soviet Union. Guderian, it's in your hands. You got a new assigned trait? No. Still hasn't got skilled staffer because he needs to be controlling at least 24 armies, of course. I should probably have been making an effort to try and always have him controlling 24 armies. In fact, I really should do that. It might be too late to get him the skill now, but we should absolutely do that. So here, Guderian, have some infantry so you're controlling 24 armies. Just crush these guys. Glorious. What's your skill level now? He's level 8. Nice. Which means, I think, didn't we? Oh, he can get 3 more. Oh my goodness. I'd love him to get commando, so we could give him camouflage expert, but I don't know. It's pretty tough to get. We don't really want him fighting in low temperature areas with his tanks. We could give him an infantry army and then, you know, have him try and go for the, you know, have him just grind the trait by giving him an infantry army, but I don't know, it seems foolish. Oh, he's actually already retreating. Alright, where's the city down here? There it is. Tashkent. Down you go. Good. Still growing here? Excuse me? I thought I had it handled there. Where's my reserve? It's probably you. We only got 6 left in the reserve. Goodness gracious. Alright, well, it's a good thing this place is about to lose their, or rather its resistance, because we're going to finish them off. It's going to be marvellous. Okay, come in there. Come in there. Good. Alright, resisting harshly here. Let's see if we can do a little quick micro pockets. You guys just keep bulldozing them. If you win fights like that really quickly, you do get a fair amount of XP onto this guy. He's almost, you know, 58% towards Ranger. So he's making some headway there. You guys, of course, should all be attacking aggressively, by the way. In case you're wondering. I think they're all assigned to aggressive. Are you? Are you? Yes. I don't know if the Field Marshal's assigned aggressiveness level actually matters at all. I'm assuming it might, and hence I do usually try and set it. But I really have no idea. So don't take that as gospel. Alright, you go for the pocket. No, don't do that. Go for the pocket instead. No, go for the pocket instead. Good. You don't do that. I mean, they're all just going to do it again anyway. This is the problem with the AI battle plans. They think they know best. Alright, you guys keep going. I mean, you could just rush to Tashkent. Honestly, you probably beat the infantry that I sent there. To the punch. It's probably quite hot right now down here. It's -1 degree C, actually. Right, it is December. Fair enough. Alright. This city I can't pronounce is about to fall. That's magnificent. That's some victory points. And Kazan, about to fall. Great. driving them back. Glorious, all along the front. How many men you got now, Soviets? 70 divisions. Soviet casualties, 17.46 million. Exquisite. Go for the pockets. Just go for the pockets. You can take them out. Stop them attacking that guy. Are still suffering from supply in the north. Ho ho ho, the 8.8mm flak. Air attack goes from 25 to 32. Plus we get 10% more damage on static anti-air. Beautiful. It's only slightly more expensive. Of course, we will have to kill our production efficiency to get it. But look at that. Create variant. Sad reacts only. Okay. You go straight north. Those guys will keep those guys contained so they don't come and pocket you. Next research. Could get better artillery. Could get rocket artillery. I never get rocket artillery. I believe it is good. I think I'd rather work towards jets next. I'd also love this. Yeah, let's get some more air doctrine. We're almost done on things like tank research. So once we've finished that, we'll have all kinds of free research to go towards jets and all that kind of good stuff. Come on, Soviets, give it up. 97%. Oh, we're very close. UFA can fall. I'm sure it's like UFA or something. UFA. But I always think of it as unidentified flying alien, I guess. Oh. What? Civil war in Romania. And we barely got any. Oh my god. And Lee. Okay. A fascist coup in Romania demonstrating that the Allies will... Oh my god. Have they just, like, taken a bunch of ports? No. I think all the guys I kept from Romania stayed in my faction. He's got 71 divisions. Did they get teleported back to Romania? Oh my god. Okay. Well, that was unexpected. Well, obviously we'll do what we're doing. Requisition all forces currently unassigned from nearby regions. Stick them under a new army. Rush them to the front. No, not there. Right there. There we go. Okay. And that some reason gave them a bunch of autonomy as well. Yep. Okay. Why? Okay. Hopefully they don't have enough political power. Because maybe the building doesn't count as taking place in their region anymore. Did they even have North Transylvania before? Okay. Rush north. Are their men all in Bucharest, maybe? They haven't gained control of the... Oh, hang on. They have. Hello. Oh, no. The volunteers from Indonesia that were sent to Romania stayed with old Romania. That's really weird. So we now have Indonesian puppets on both sides of our war, which is fun. Nice. You go, Gneisenau. I love that the Gneisenau's convoy raiding down here. It's so fun. Okay. Well, tanks. Where'd the tanks go? Ah, right. When I reassigned the tanks, I sent those 3 spare tanks to the eastern front by mistake. Alright, tanks. Half of the tanks. Come down here and make sure these guys are not going to be a problem. They had quite a lot of men, the Romanians. This could be very inconvenient. I guess we rush what we might consider excess port defenders to the situation. Leaving behind just 1 per port. And we also rush the good troops from this fallback can come. You guys come join in the party. Okay, well, planes. Planes wouldn't be amiss. We're still fighting over northern Germany. Whoops. Probably shouldn't do that. You guys, let's... It's so weird. Let's come down here. I guess there's because of their focus tree just making them constantly tick towards fascism. It does play into my my earlier roleplay about the fact that the darn evil allies will support anyone against us. They're the true aggressors here. All right, well, we're not going to stop our push against the Soviets, obviously. But, I mean, we just have to hope against hope that these guys don't have political power, because I really don't want them to stop being an integrated puppet. Having to spend more for the oil would be a great shame. Romania switching sides, of course, very historical. Where are their men? That's what I want to know. Begin offensives the second you arrive, by the way. We will... This is no honourable war. This is a loyal puppet that we had been giving great privileges. But they've got tanks. So we probably have some ungarrisoned ports now that were formerly garrisoned. No, I think we decided we kept those divisions, right? I'm trying to find a Romanian expeditionary guy. I don't see any. No, that's Bulgarian. It's Hungarian. Yugoslavian. Oh, I might be missing it because their flag's different. No, it's still good old Carol living it up there. I'm not seeing any. I don't think. It's Italian. So I think they did just withdraw all their forces from us, which might muck up some port defenses elsewhere. Yeah, we had one in Copenhagen, looks like, and in Rostock. Okay, so we'll need replacements for those. That's doable. Those weren't high priority ports. And they've now got, yeah, a bunch of tank divisions. All those tank divisions they were building earlier that we were requisitioning have been stolen away from us. How did that Corsica invasion go? We repelled it. Glorious. Supply here. No longer an issue, so we don't need to pull those guys off. Okay, tanks are on their way, which of course will make this trivial, but we would like to prepare the way for them a bit. Try not to get pocketed. Take in here. I don't think I've ever had this happen before. Have I had this happen before? I must have, right? At some point. Had a puppet have a civil war in vanilla and switch sides. I don't know, Romania, this doesn't seem like the side to switch, the time to switch away from the glorious Mitteleuropa. We've been doing pretty well recently. I don't know if you've noticed what's going on in the Soviet lands, but they are at 98% of the way towards capitulation. It's going pretty well. Good lord, they have so many men! Because all of those guys we had them deploy are all suddenly hostile to us and teleported back to their capital, which is interesting. Obviously ahistorical, but probably less annoying than if they'd suddenly just had men all over the place. Oh good, another siren. They're coming to get you, Romania. The police are not happy with your treachery. I'm going to mute again. Alright, it's getting a bit quieter now. Sorry about that. I can't give commands because Alt is part of my push to mute. So I can't actually give commands because Alt, of course, is the frontline editing shortcut key. Alright, there's them pocketed. These tanks are making sterling work, crossing the Urals to capture the retreating Soviet government. At least that's my headcanon. You guys can come north. So you can strat redeploy to here and then I'll send you to Perm. Alright, don't you dare raise your autonomy, Romania. Yep, crossing the river against us. Let's see if we can pocket those three. Thing is, I'd rather they didn't die, right? Because, oh, hello. There we go! The Soviet Union has capitulated, giving us a whole bunch of stuff. Advanced artillery. Actually, the best artillery we have in the freaking game right now. Soviet captured stuff. Glorious. German Empire. That's what I'm talking about. Whoa, I forgot we're going to have to rush men east. Glorious, glorious. Let's just let the peace deal go. And then we'll end this episode. And in the episode after this one, we're going to have to reorganize the armies to finalize our grip over this region. We'll need to send men east. The Manchu Republic, of course. Wait, what? Is in Mitteleuropa? What? Oh, yeah, because because they're under Japan, but they were occupied by the Soviets. Hell yeah! Manchu Republic. My man. So we're going to go back up the Manchu Republic. But I suspect by the time we get men over there, the Allies may have rushed in here. The Xinjiang Independent Republic, also in Mitteleuropa. Fantastic. So we have two people to divide China between. Excellent. All right. Give me the end of the day. Give me that peace deal. Let's sort this madness out. Meanwhile, Romania is Obviously, causing some gives me conniptions. That's what it does. In you go. Good. And there they go. The Soviet Union has capitulated. Fantastic. Turkey, my loyal ally. I'm tempted to give you some land in this region. You can have Georgia and Armenia. Fine. No, actually, I shouldn't give them land because they have points. They'll take it themselves. We obviously need to take a sizable amount of land. We have all the areas occupied, almost all of them anyway. But I'm going to begin with the kind of critical regions. So, land connection across the east. And then their inner areas. Probably. And then what we'll do is we'll... I don't know, the Finns are going to take quite a bit of land. Are they going to take anywhere really problematic? A bit of steel, a bit of chromium. Not the worst thing in the world. I would like Leningrad to be mine for the duration of the war. We'll give it to you after the war, Finland. I'm going to end my turn there. So, Turkey did nothing. They just passed. Turkey actually, they didn't pass. They hit done. They don't want any land. Okay. Finland does want some land, but they've taken it a bit there. Okay, we've got a bunch of points now. Give me all this. And we will release this area, but not yet. For now, it's going to remain under full military occupation. There we go. We could also give some land to Manchuria, which would be kind of funny. This area, I think I'll leave it for now. We will probably give it to the Turks. They deserve it. They've been doing sterling work. And they didn't betray us like the Romanians. I'm not giving you back Bessarabia after this betrayal, Romania, just so you know. And we should take to the Urals, or should we take the Urals too? There is a bunch of steel in the Urals, which would be helpful. But we can import that. We'll be able to manage... we should be able to manage their autonomy pretty easily, the new client state. I think that probably is the best eastern border we can get. This one, I don't know, I don't like going past the Urals. So I think we'll probably do that. Seems good. We'll be importing a bunch from down here. That's fine. We could hold some land directly in the east. Yeah, that seems good. We'll hold a bit of land directly in the east. We don't trust the Soviets with this section. The Russians, sorry. So that could be our, you know, in the future that will be our base for operating the, you know, future German Pacific Empire. We'll take that much. The Finns passed. The Japanese are not passing. So, hey, Finland, congratulations, my man. You did great work in that war. Consider yourself Greater Finland. There we go. Turkey, you helped out a lot. You can have Georgia and Armenia. There we go. And then the rest of it, I think I'm going to puppet. Am I missing anything I should take from them? They don't have any islands. Oh, no, they do have one island, but it's part of a larger state, so I don't think we'll take that. Yeah, okay. Oh, Mongolia. Right, Mongolia is actually in this peace deal. Shouldn't they be untouched? I guess the Japanese invaded Mongolia earlier, so they count as, you know, part of this. So, sure, we'll puppet Mongolia. We'll do more than puppet Mongolia. We'll make Mongolia Eastern Soviets. Congratulations, Mongolia. You get a bunch of land. Not only do we not trust Russia with this region, how is this region... Why is that region that color? Oh, God. Is Japan taking it? No. Japan is setting up a collaborative government in the Soviet Union. Does that mean we now can't puppet the Soviet Union? That's hilarious. Okay. All right, so there will be a Russia... All right, we're going to have to take all this land directly then. Or no, we don't. We can just give it all to Mongolia. All right, here we go. That's a bit weird, but there you go. Greater Mongolia. Mongolia was secretly on our side the whole time. That's my headcanon. And there we go. If Mongolia capitulates to the Allies, it's going to cause problems. That's just the way it's got to be. Oh, I don't have enough war score for this. Fine. You can have some of the eastern bit, Japan, if you really want it. Oh god, I took way too much here. Why is that costing so much? Ah, because we didn't have it occupied. No one had it occupied, so it costs a huge amount. No, it costs a huge amount for us to take it, but not for our puppet. But it costs a huge amount for our puppet to take it, but not for us to take it. That makes no sense. We're the ones in charge of giving it to our puppet. Oh well. Oh well. Fine. Not this area. But Japan's going to be able to give this land to their puppet super cheaply. That's a problem. So I guess we have to extend our reach further east under our direct control. That seems good. Is that most of the resource area? I guess we'll take this bit too. Yeah, because the Japanese are going to be able to feed their puppet extremely cheaply. So we'll do that. And did they feed their puppet? They didn't? Maybe they have no interest in any further lands? Mongolia. It's going to be very expensive for me to give you this land, but I'm going to do it. Greater Mongolia is going to be a thing. Okay, they don't appear to be giving any land to them. That's good. And like I said, we can fix borders at the end. I should pass a few times. They still haven't got enough points to actually take one state. There we go. We're good. Mongolia, you can have all this lands. They're a normal puppet, remember, so we might want to try and lower their autonomy. And maybe we give the Russian puppet this eastern bit, just so it doesn't look totally stupid. Yeah, that seems good. There you go. Japan, you tried. Mongolia looks awful. That's not too bad. This border is not great. Alright, done. Fantastic. The Great Mongolian State is our puppet. The Russian Federation controls just the furthest eastern reach. We, of course, as I said, did get a net increase in mill factories. Only about 10, but not bad. Many of them will have been lost. Fantastic. Soviet Union defeated. That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. Turkey got some lands as their just reward for their sterling efforts and their continued attempts to defend us over here. The Finns got some land back. Well, back, I mean, questionable, but they got some land. Excellent, excellent, excellent. The Finns have managed to hold this tile as well. Or maybe there haven't been any attacks. In terms of dockyards, got another 7. Excellent. Just by gaining full control over some of the dockyards of this former region. We also got the entire remaining Soviet fleet on our side. 45. Puppeted to the Japanese, but it doesn't matter really because we wouldn't be able to control them anyway. They have no factories up there. They do have 11,000 planes also on our side. Mongolia is now a 50 factory client state in the east. Excellent. A buffer between us and Japan, which is then made redundant again by the fact that we directly own this area. Okay. Looking a little dodgy here, but we can fix that afterwards. We'll probably give all of this region to a client state. Have we got a client state we could release that wasn't Russia? Yeah, we can release Azerbaijan and make this area all administered by Azerbaijan. That'd be funny. Anyway, thank you for watching. The Soviet campaign is done. Hell yes. The next episode, we will do massive reorganization, preparing for a big war in the east, which will require, of course, a Trans-Siberian railway connection to get set up. We will finish off the Romanians. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.